Rosie, do you want to be in the vlog? Come here.
Oh man, she ran right over.
Fire, you won't fit in the frame.
There she is.
There's a Rosie. Fire's like right here, just so everyone knows.
Here's my boy.
All right, we're here to film our girlfriend tag video. Yay! So,
Let's not make it quite as long this time.
no, we filmed this video already, fun fact, and one of the files got corrupted, so we spent like the last month and a half trying to fix that. Fire's now under the table. And it's not fixable.
No.
So we're gonna have to film it again. Fire just Fire's laying under the table right now. He just wants to be a part of the process.
Hold on, let me fix it. You take the rose.
We're gonna do the girlfriend tag, wife edition. We're gonna do it from the beginning instead of having like 2 piecemeal things for you. And we're gonna try and do it. Last time we filmed it, we had like 15 minutes of like raw footage. We're gonna try and do it faster than that. So, I got a list of questions here. I got off on the internet. I think there's like different versions of the list, so it doesn't really matter. And we're not gonna do all of them.
No.
But the first question, when, where, and how did you meet? We met in 2013?
13?
We met in 2013. No, that's a lie. We started dating in 2013.
We met in 2012.
We met in 2012.
Over the internet.
Over the internet.
I may or may not have stopped talking to her because I
That's
got
kind
a girlfriend.
of both where and how. Yes, so we met in 2012. The short story is that we met in 2012. It was on the internet. The long story is that we met in 2012. It was on the internet. We were talking to each other, and then Chelsea suddenly stopped talking to me because she started dating someone else, and then I started dating someone else shortly after that.
Yeah.
Both of those relationships crashed and burned, tanked spectacularly.
Tanked real hard.
Just because our mental health at the time, it sounds like we have collective mental health. Our
We do now.
separate mental health at the time was very poor. We were both very depressed. It would have been a disaster if we'd gotten together at that time.
Oh yeah.
So it's actually really, really good that we did not get together at that time. So, and then we fast forward like a year later or so. It was Canada Day, and I was back on dating online after a couple other relationships, and I was like, you know what? Let's just try messaging her again because I liked her so much. So I did, and we talked sort of throughout the day. And we found out later on, Chelsea had no memory of meeting me before.
I had no memory.
Because I
only found out because I realized I'd added her on Skype before, and I was like, why do I already have you on Skype? And she was like,
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you knew. By the time I realized you didn't know, it was just, we'd already been dating for like a month, and it was just so awkward to tell you.
Yeah.
So the lesson...
I have a lot of memory problems when my depression is bad.
Yeah.
I just get gaps, and it's really scary and frustrating, but this was a particularly big gap.
So the lesson to take from our How You Met story is that the love is good and the chemistry is good, but you also need the timing to be right.
Yeah.
And the first time it wasn't the right time, and the second time it was.
Yeah.
And that was 2013. So we're coming up on our 5-year anniversary this summer, which I'm very excited about.
Oh, she heard the neighbor pups.
Gremlin.
Oh.
All right, question number 2. What did you first notice about each other? I first noticed, well, when you meet someone online, your first like encounter with them is their like little icon avatar thing.
Yeah.
So Chelsea's was like this cute picture of her, and she was kind of like looking up towards the corner. It was like holding a cup of tea. But like I noticed her eyes behind her cool glasses. I see like she's very recognizable by her glasses, I think, and her curly hair. That's what I first noticed. Glasses and hair.
For you, it was lips. She has nice lips. Lips and eyes, probably.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's funny, I don't like my eyes though.
I love her eyes.
I think
They're hazel.
squinty. All right, moving on.
Okay, jeez.
Now Rosie wants to be back in the vlog. Okay. Who asked the other out?
I asked her out.
Yes. So back to our original story. It was Canada Day, July 1st in we'd been talking.
Sorry, our dogs are ridiculous.
We've been talking throughout the day, and then Chelsea was at home sick, so she was not watching the fireworks. I texted her a picture of the fireworks.
It's pretty cute.
And then Chelsea asked me out.
Coincidentally, she also used fireworks to propose to me. Not real fireworks. She
It was not a coincidence. It was planned. And I wanted to use real fireworks.
She did.
But according to our friend who's a firefighter, that's highly illegal and likely to go up in flames. So.
I mean, he wasn't wrong about that. So she projected. Did you just burp in my face? She projected them on the wall. It was really, really sweet.
Thanks.
You're cute.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Number 5. Who was the first to verbally say I love you? Me.
But I tried
with
to
like
first.
a little asterisk. Chelsea tried to tell me I love you first. It was like we were in a car, but she had like in a car.
I just told like a really gross joke or something.
Yeah, about like, I don't know. I think it was like menstruation. You told like a period joke.
And she like snort laughed over it.
And she was like, wow.
I love her.
I want to tell you.
Mine was impromptu and adorable.
And then I cut her off and I was like, don't you dare tell me you love me for the first time after this disgusting joke. It was some sort of bodily fluid. It was about.
But it was adorable.
It was like,
about to be this adorable impromptu moment. And you were like, no.
It was not adorable.
It was adorable.
And so I told her to wait and to hold it in and do it at a more like romantic time. And then, so she was like, all right, fine, I'll tell you on New Year's. But then I called her on Christmas that year and I couldn't hold it in. So I stole the first I love you from Chelsea.
And my response to her I love you was, you bitch!
Yeah. Number 6, how did your first kiss happen and who initiated it?
It was me again.
Sometimes like pretty shortly after we started dating.
Yeah, it was
a few
me.
weeks in. It was you again. She went in for the kiss as I was saying goodbye to her at like the front door of my apartment.
No, I was trying to lure you into the kiss. I didn't lean in. What I did instead was lean back. Because I was like, I'll lean against the wall and look precious.
Which was an unfortunate choice because there was no wall behind her and it was an open door
closet.
To a closet.
So I fell right into the closet.
So she fell into the closet, but it's okay because I reached out and I caught her and I pulled her into a kiss.
Okay, but what she's leaving out is that she was howling with laughter the whole time.
It
sounds
really
like this
funny.
smooth moment, but she was like doubled over trying to pull me up into this kiss.
Yeah. We have a lot of laugh kisses though, so I feel like it's appropriate that was our first kiss too. When is your anniversary?
It is July.
January.
It's apparently in January. It's July 1st.
Our
Canada Day.
Dating anniversary is July 1st. We got married September 30th,
30th.
so that will be our wedding anniversary. Yeah. How long have you been together? Almost 5 years. We already answered that. What made you realize you were in love with her? Oh, I don't know.
Your snort laugh.
My snort laugh. I don't really buy into
There was
the
no
idea.
moment of realization.
No.
It was just like a gentle, like, oh.
It's just when you realize that someone's a part of like all of your plans and they're sort of like so a part of your life and I don't know. You just come to the realization. You're just like, oh yeah, I really love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was pretty like head over heels really quickly though.
Yeah, so was
10. Were you friends before you became lovers? I hate that phrase.
It's gross.
No, I'm not your lover. This is weird. Okay. No. We weren't friends before we became
No.
lovers. Were either of you out before becoming a couple?
Yes.
Yes, we were both out. Number 12. Have you ever dated a girl before getting with your girlfriend, wife, or is she your first?
Nope, I have.
Yes, I did too.
I think like 3, 4.
I dated a guy, I dated a girl, someone who's non-binary, the whole spectrum of sexualities,
the whole
and
rigmarole.
genders. I don't know if there's a question that's specifically about how you identify with our sexuality, but I feel like this is a good time to answer that question.
Bye.
Yeah, I identify as bisexual, but because like the old school interpretation of bisexual that some people still use is like 2, so like man and woman.
Right.
The gender binary is a lie. I'm attracted to people across the spectrum.
What's the actual interpretation of bi? It's like
2 or more. I don't know.
It's like
bisexual.
bi means like like myself and not like myself is how I've seen it.
A lot of the times, though, I will just refer to myself as queer.
Gay, queer.
In general. I use gay / lesbian or bi, depending on which is the funniest in a joke. So
she does.
If the tagline of a joke that is the funniest is that I'm a lesbian, then that's what I use. But generally, I would say I kind of identify as just queer. That was literally the next question. Is how does your girlfriend define her sexuality? Moving on. When is your girlfriend's birthday and who is older?
I'm older.
Yeah. January 25th, April 19th.
Yeah. I was supposed to answer April 19th.
Oh. Okay.
April 19th, 1981.
Yes, she knows my birthday. Don't worry. Do you live together?
No. This isn't our house. We're not married.
Have you met your wife's parents? If so, what was it like? Yes.
I have great in-laws.
Yeah, we both really like our in-laws. The first time I met Chelsea's entire family was during Catholic Mass at her cousin's wedding. It is very awkward to meet your girlfriend's family during Catholic Mass.
You did it.
I did it.
You met everyone at once.
It was especially awkward because I'm not Christian, so I didn't know. It's like the first time I'd ever been in a church, and I didn't know any of the
That's really funny.
moves. Like there's like a ritual. Like everyone just
make it sound like it's like a fight, like a.
It's like choreographed dance. Well, because everyone like turns to each other and like shakes hands and like says the same thing at the same time. I had no idea what I was
kneels
doing.
And stands and sits and stands and
kneels. It was alarming to me at the time. But I forget how you met my parents for the first time.
I think it was over at your brother's house.
Yeah, probably.
For someone's birthday.
For someone's birthday or something. Usually, like, it was at special occasions for both of us. Have you ever been mistaken for sisters?
Yes.
Yes.
On our honeymoon.
Because people are homophobic. Yeah.
In the airport.
In the airport, like on the way to the honeymoon, the customs guy was like, so what, you like sisters? We don't have the same last name on our passports yet.
Don't even look the same, even vaguely.
We do not look at all the same.
No.
And he was like, so friends? I was like, we're wives. Okay, moving on.
I think I yelled wives, actually.
Wives! Like, she just screamed it.
I tend to do that a lot.
And then he was like, okay, go. Like, it was just too awkward.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, in most situations.
Have you ever experienced any discrimination or prejudice because you're a same-sex couple? Yeah, being mistaken as sisters, because that's apparently the default relationship.
Lots of microaggressions.
Yeah, we've had people call bylaw officers on us.
We had a pride flag out.
Just in general, sort of targeting. I think that there's an impression that in Canada it's more accepted, but I think it's just more, less overt. Yeah, more microaggressions. Sometimes people will kind of just change their tune towards you. The warmth decreases once you say my wife.
Oh.
I usually try to tell people very quickly after meeting them, because like I don't want to waste time on you if you're going to be a dick.
Our fertility clinic, though, is great. Yeah,
it's one of our, maybe we'll do like a video about this one day, but one of our best recommendations is to find a clinic that doesn't just say that they're okay
like
about
affirming
it, but that they're actually committed to providing a safe space.
Yeah, they have a sign that's up that's like, well, this is a safe space for LGBTQ. Oh, I scratched my
that the couples that you're helping around fertility when they're in the LGBT community, that they have different needs, and that you can't just assume that because you've done this for a straight couple that you can be supportive and affirming for a queer couple. Do you have any pet names for each other?
Bunny is usually my pet name for you. Bunny and Babe.
Yeah. I almost never call Chelsea by her first name. I don't know who does that in the vlog.
Babe.
It's always like, babe, sweetie.
Babe.
If she's ignoring me, it gets more and more ridiculous. I'm like, honey, lemon drop, light of my life. Like, it goes higher and higher until she pays attention to me.
Or just keep ignoring you.
Have you ever worn your girlfriend's clothes?
Yes, constantly.
Yes, all the time.
She's always wearing my sweaters.
Yeah. Who's more likely to cook a meal? Yeah. Chelsea is
I get moments of inspiration and I'll like make bread or I'll like do something really complicated, but I don't really like doing the day-to-day like protein, veg.
Yeah, that's perfect
meals.
Description
So
of it.
boring.
Unless Chelsea can like try out a new recipe and do something really inventive. She's just like, I don't know. Do we have a couple song? Yes, we do. I guess we have two.
Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros.
And Firefly by Colin and Caroline.
Yeah, the latter was our dance. Like
Our
the
first
song we
dance
danced to.
song. And the other one, I don't know, it was a song we loved so much.
Yeah.
And
We walked up the aisle to
we
it.
walked up the aisle to it.
It was played by ukulele, and it was great.
It was beautiful. Who is more likely to forget where they put things?
Me. Yeah. Because I put them away. But, like, I'm not really discriminated about where they go as long as they're away.
They'll be in a drawer. Just good luck figuring out what drawer it is. Whereas, like, I'll constantly have something in, like, the same spot on my desk. But Chelsea hates that it's constantly on the same spot on my desk.
Yeah, it makes me crazy.
Just different preferences. What do you argue/fight about the most?
Jeez.
We are like worst arguments are about dumb stuff because I feel like when it's something serious and important to both of us, we so
try much harder.
Gentle and kind with each other. But when it's about something ridiculous like the speed at which we're eating cheese, we just don't have the same like kindness.
I define arguments very differently than Caitlin. Anything where someone is feeling a little tense or it's like about something that's uncomfortable, she's like, we argued so much. And I'm like, no, that was just a discussion that we had that was hard to have. Not an argument. We just define them differently.
Yes. Who knows who's right and who's wrong? It's our new biggest argument. How do you usually get over an argument or fight?
I get over it in a heartbeat.
If you leave Chelsea alone for like 45 seconds.
I'm good.
And like a
half an hour.
YouTube clip of a cat, she like gets over it.
I'm very like flash in a pan about.
She'll be like furious, just like gah, and then like it's over after half an hour.
I forget about it completely.
Whereas I usually give her the half an hour so that she chills out, but then I need to have another conversation so that we can be sure that we're okay.
Yeah.
That's what I need. Fire is just screaming out there. Does your wife have an angry, annoyed / you're in trouble stare?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we both have them for each other, for sure. You need to be able to communicate with facial expressions when you're married. Across the room, you just need to be like... sex questions we're not going to answer.
Sorry, guys.
Who takes longer getting ready to go somewhere?
Me. I could get ready in a very short amount of time. I choose not to. I don't know, getting ready is kind of how I wake up to in the morning.
Yeah.
So I tend to like
Chelsea's
kind of draw it out
person,
and meander.
Which you'll know because there's almost no vlogs of us in the morning. Like I'll be like up and out and like doing stuff and vlogging and I come back and Chelsea's like, get the out of my face.
Yeah.
And then she's like slower to wake up. So it takes her about like 2 hours, but like it's not 2 hours of getting ready.
No, it's
like,
very purposeful. I'll have
I shower and then I'm on the computer for 20 minutes and then I do this and then I do that.
I had a coffee. I had a long breakfast. Yeah. But I allot myself that time.
Yeah.
So
it's the kind of thing that we'll probably notice a change in the routine for when we have a baby, just because they're not going to give us the luxury.
I'll be cutting my hair.
Yeah, just be like, can't do this anymore.
Who squashes the bugs?
Yeah.
Well, not willingly. I don't like squishing bugs, but I'll do it for her.
And I appreciate it.
Who's more likely to randomly start dancing?
Me.
Yeah, she dances a lot. Who's more likely to spontaneously be romantic?
Me.
She's better at it.
Chelsea's always like...
I am a romantic, but I'm bad at romance.
She's bad at romantic gestures. It'll always be something that's like just slightly off the mark of something that would have actually have been a romantic.
Yeah.
It's so like sweet and thoughtful, but I'm also like, I've never once in my life mentioned this or wanting to do this, but I still appreciate the gesture.
I'm changing this one slightly. Who's the more health conscious of the two of us?
I don't know.
She's better with balance than I am.
So I read something once where it says that you're either a moderator or an abstainer. Someone who's an abstainer is just like, I need to stop eating chocolate completely because I'm eating too much chocolate. Whereas a moderator can be like, I'm going to eat 1 square of chocolate every day this week. I'm a moderator and Chelsea's an abstainer. So the difficulty comes into the fact that Chelsea would make all health conscious choices, but she would do them through abstaining. Whereas I do it through moderation. So I'll have things in the house that aren't healthy and then Chelsea eats them because they're there.
Just reminded me of chocolate in the freezer.
Yes.
It's dark chocolate with orange and ginger.
So it's healthy.
It's healthy-ish.
And expensive.
Real expensive. Actually, it was on sale, so it wasn't that bad.
What else you got?
Have you ever discussed marriage? Nah.
No, never.
Have you ever
Never
discussed
came
having
up.
kids? No.
No, don't be ridiculous.
Kids. Beauty terms aside, choose one word to describe your girlfriend. Why that word?
Quirky.
Oh. I'm a quirky turkey.
You're the quirky turkey. No, Chelsea just is so like, you think you would know the things that she likes and like finds funny or like is genuinely excited and passionate about. But then it's like there's so many like surprising things that like don't fit that image.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yours would be, and I'm going to cheat and use a hyphenated word, wholehearted.
Wholehearted.
Because everything you feel like 110%. And you're so kind. And you've like devoted your life to helping people, basically.
Yeah.
And
Aww.
it's all of you that you put forward into those.
So romantic. I feel like shallow about my answer.
I liked it.
I think that the things that you find, like, that you like describe your partner with are like the things that you value in people.
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
being able to like have lighthearted moments.
My weirdness.
Yeah,
You like my weirdness?
I love Chelsea's weirdness because it brings so much humor and like fun and spontaneity that I wouldn't have to my life naturally.
No.
And I bring more
Passion?
balance and
Balance is
passion
a
and
good way to describe it.
yeah.
I'm very passionate, but just about like random things. She's passionate basically like consistently about things. And I'm just like, well, I don't give a shit about that thing, but this thing. Let me tell you about this thing. Oh, God.
What's the last question?
Pass on one piece of relationship advice.
Honesty.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like you have to lie to your partner, you're not in a good relationship.
Whether it's like about like finances or anything. If you feel like you have to lie, there's something going wrong.
Other relationships in your life, like your friendships, if you have to lie about them, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Even things you've done that you're ashamed of, you should be able to feel like you can tell your partner and that they won't judge you or think poorly of you, or that it won't change their entire opinion of you. Because I just don't think that you can't keep up the lie your entire life.
No.
So if your relationship is based on presenting an image of yourself to your partner that's not real, then it's going to fail eventually.
Yeah, 100%.
I think the moment that I really knew that like I would marry Chelsea and like be with her was like when I realized that like I was keeping things in for like ages and they were making me so stressed and so like felt full of shame, and then I just told Chelsea and she was like, oh, well, thank you for being so honest with me. Like, that doesn't really change anything. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
So that's my best recommendation.
We're cute.
We're really cute.
Our animals are monsters though. What is he doing?
He's trying to get under the fence.
So he can see his friends?
Yeah.